Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You gotta establish yourself as the best player on a championship caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
Whenever you get that look on your face, that means someone says something.
Yeah, man. Your mom's all on social saying how you gonna drop 50 tonight.
No, I told her to stay off the socials. All right, look, my mom can't handle it when someone criticizes me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. She just love her baby boy.
And she's a New Yorker, so don't forget about that. Like, she don't play when it comes to me. She'll cuss you out. Like, seriously, I've seen her do it.
Shout out to Mama and P.
Oh, God.
Question is, you really think you going for 50?
You know what? For you, Ma, I will drop 50. But after that, you gotta chill.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Wiggins and P out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, the front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Calder.
Yes, sir. What is going on, Team Swish? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Nick Swish. Bringing you guys another NBA 2K26 MyCAREER video. I'm going against that boy, Ja Morant. This was such a great game for your boy, man. As you guys can see in the title, it was one of those games, man. It was crazy because of the cutscene. You know, they said your moms was talking crazy on social media, saying you're going to drop 50 on Ja Morant. So I was like, well, who am I to back down from the challenge? I don't want to go against, you know, what mom said. You know, I want to come out here and show out. I know it's only my 2nd game in the league, but, you know, I want to see what I could do. So this game was a lot of fun, man. You see your boy running down on the fast break, catching a lob. I couldn't believe, you know, how easy it was to score against the Memphis Grizzlies, honestly, because obviously, you know, perimeter-wise, I know Ja Morant isn't some amazing defender, but at the end of the day, they still got Jaren Jackson lurking in the paint. And getting around him was pretty much the biggest goal as far as, you know, getting to the basket. But I did what I could, man. I did a lot of scoring this game. I'm feeling it. I hit a lot of outside shots. It was just one of them games. When you see your boy going in the low post, hitting Ja Morant with a tough bucket, he couldn't guard me, man. He's too small. So I think with this player also, I mentioned before, I think when I told you about the, you know, potential Pro-Am videos and rec videos and all that kind of stuff, I've realized that since I've maxed out my strength, I get a lot more animations in which I don't want to say I really bully other guards, but I definitely see the advantage. And if you guys, you know, have a guard build, or even if you have a wing, obviously it's going to show up more incentive. But you see boy catching another lob. If you guys have a guard build or a wing build, you guys can kind of see even more how, you know, prevalent the strength rating really is. And I noticed it a lot more in my career when I'm going against, you know, guys like Ja Morant. I've gone against, you know, Damian Lillard. Dame is pretty strong, though. That's the only thing. He's not the best defender, but Dame is kind of strong. But just the difference, you know, going against these guards, you know, when I go to the basket, I kind of move them out the way a little bit. You see your boy slamming it down for the and one slam. Just the difference. I think it's really cool that, you know, 2K finally started emphasizing a lot more of the physical attributes. You know, it seems like they upped it a little bit this year from last year. Last year I noticed it, but it definitely seems more like it this year, especially because out the rip, I made a guard that was, he's 6'2", but he has a 73 strength. He's bullying. You see me getting to the basket once again. But enough on the strength part. I just wanted to talk about that and see if you guys noticed it. If you guys noticed it as well, talk to your boy in the comment section. But like I said, man, getting into the paint in this game, I thought it was going to be a little bit more challenging, but I had to take advantage when Jaren Jackson wasn't in the game. And as far as, them having Zach Edey, I know Zach Edey is like 7'3", 7'4". It was kind of difficult with him in the paint too, but I was able to draw him out with pick and rolls. You see your boy hits another trade ball. I told you I was shooting the ball this game. I was letting him fly. I was feeling good. I felt like I kind of mastered my jump shot this game. I have my games though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I have my games where I'm either shooting like this, or I have my games where I might be 3 for 9 from 3 and I'm pissed off, ready to throw my controller. So it gets tough sometimes. You see your boy getting another tough layup over Ja Morant. But yeah, man, it was one of those tough matchups. I love playing against the Grizzlies every year in 2K since Ja's been there because, you don't know what you're going to get into. They play a real gritty defense. It's not quite the grit and grind Grizzlies with Tony Allen and Zebo, Mark Gasol, and those guys with Mike Conley. It's not exactly like that, but they still play a gritty brand of basketball. And in 2K, it shows a little more. Obviously, it's a little more than real life, but definitely shows. So I look forward to these matchups. I love playing against the star point guards anyway, whether I'm making the videos for you guys or not. So you see Giants up getting blocked. We're running on the fast break. I'm getting the ball once again. I'm hitting the little Euro step. I love that feature, man. The feature where you can kind of slow step and decelerate into your layup, or even if you want to kick it out. I've been spamming that a whole lot. It's so great. But you see your boy hitting it again, going straight to the basket with the left-handed layup. I was feeling myself, man. Once I figured out how to do that D-cell step, it was over with. But you see Ja putting up a tray ball. Now y'all know Ja isn't no shooter. Ja's not a three-point shooter. The boy's coming down. I'm looking for my boy Bam Adebayo. I'm going to use his screen, slamming it down. And like I just said, putting the bigs in the pick and rolls because I knew they weren't going to have the foot speed to keep up with me. You see me being guarded by Zach Edey. I'm hitting him with a little jab. He not really biting that much, so I just shot it. Green like money release, hitting the trade ball. It felt good to be able to knock that one down because I know if Zach Edey would have jumped, my shot would have been in the third row. So I'm like, well, let me see what I can work some magic here. I ended up knocking that shot down. You see me slamming it down to start the second half. And I think in the second half, I kind of figured something out, when it comes to, exploiting the defense a little bit. Like I said, how Ja Morant isn't the best defender. I started toying with him a little bit. You see your boy hitting him with the crossover, going straight to the basket with the left-hand jam. I told you, man, I was feeling myself. I just wanted to come out here and dominate. I had the whole thing in the back of my mind about getting to 50 points. And as you guys can see, I was doing it. It was nothing that was going to, keep me from scoring in this game. Whether I had to sacrifice assist or not, I wanted to get it out the way, and I wanted to make sure that we were winning while I did it. So I had probably a crazy usage rate in this game. I don't know if I can check it. If I can, I promise y'all I'll bring it up in the next video. I want to know if I had a crazy usage rate. It got to be like 50-something%, man. It was crazy. I had the ball every possession down. I was throwing lobs. I was getting to the cup. I decided to, kind of ease up a bit towards the end of the game because I'm like, let me get my teammates involved. I might need them to hit some big shots later on. And sure enough, that's what they started to do. But you see your boy calling for another pick and roll. I'm throwing a dump off pass to my man Bam Adebayo. Shout out Bam, man. He's one of my favorite players in the league. Y'all know, unfortunately, I say unfortunately because they pissed me off. Fortunately, the Heat is my team, as you guys all know. But Bam is my guy. Really love that guy. Hope he's with us forever, and we'll see how that goes. You see me throwing a lob to him. As long as I'm teammates with him, I'm finding him. Well, I wish we had somebody that did this on a more consistent basis, but I'm going to find him while I'm a member of the Heat. So I'm going to keep doing my thing with Bam, and we're just hooping, man. Ja Morant's putting up a tough shot. He's going to miss it. Bam gets the board. We're out running on the fast break. This is where the game started to turn a little bit. You see your boy getting to the basket on a tough layup. Honestly, some of the layups I made, I was like, you know what? It's that strength showing up. My ratings are in my favor. My badge is in my favor. You see me hitting that man Norman Powell, and I told y'all I need to get my teammates involved because I knew I needed some big shots to end this game off. Norman Powell comes up huge for us. We're looking good, man. We're starting to pull away. This is where it got ugly. It's a 12-point lead. You see me finding Bam once again. Bam, with the way he runs the floor, it's perfect for my style of play because if you've played Rec with me or you played any of these kind of game modes like Pro-Am or something like that, I like to run. I like to play fast pace. I like to get out and go. Like, I don't like letting the defense set up. I don't like, people like to run zone in the rec center like some weirdos. I don't like none of that. So I like to get out and go. You see me hitting the D-cell step, kicking it out to that man Tyler Hero. He knocked down the tray ball. It's a blowout at this point. But yeah, man, I like to run. So with Bam running the transition game with me, it makes everything so much easier. You see me getting the putback, slamming my own right there. Now that's how I knew I finally figured it out with the rhythm of getting my putbacks. I was great at them last year, but I wasn't recording for you guys. You guys didn't really see it unless I would post clips from the record. You see your boy hitting another 3 green like money release. Your boy got to 61 points. Now, I will tell you about the 61. I stopped at 61 for a reason, so I'll explain that later. But back to my point about playing fast. Y'all know me. I play fast. I like running in transition. I like my bigs to be mobile and able to do stuff like this, like dunking on Zach Edey for a lob. That's just how I play. So it's a bit of a risky play style sometimes. I might turn the ball over. I might have 3 or 4 turnovers, but sometimes you get plays like that. Throwing another lob to Bam to put the statement on the game. This one was pretty much over. And the only reason I threw that one, Jai had just shot the ball in possession before, so clearly he didn't believe the game was over. But I was going to be nice. I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to do my boy like that. We up by 21. The game is winding down. I'm going to let the clock dribble out. I'm not like Chris Smoove, okay? I'm not on Hall of Fame, and I'm not going to not show sportsmanship. For now. That's going to change. That's for now. But make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. I took the weekend off, basically. It was a pretty busy weekend for you boys. So I'm going to upload every day this week. That's the goal. If I can't, I sold y'all, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to do my best, man. But I'm going to get at y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Frank. There we go. All right. I can't believe I'm asking you this, but your mom's had some pretty strong words of late for people on social media who've criticized you. And I got to know, is it embarrassing for you to have to talk about that and to know that your teammates are going to be asked about that? Moms, am I right?
Ain't nothing embarrassing about my mom, bro. Like, for real, that woman raised me. And my teammates, they're fine too. But you should do your job and you should talk to them about hoops. Then we wouldn't even be here with this issue.
MP thinks mom is an issue. Got it. Thank you, MP. Right here.
In the back.
Ah, thank you. Not again. Don't be jealous. So, is it fair to say you've got a proud mama back home tonight after you backed up her 50-point guarantee?
Wow, what is this obsession that you guys have with my mom? I mean, yes, she's happy I dropped 50, but I bet she's happier that we won. She knows the media can use this sort of thing to drive a wedge between teammates. And that's the last thing I would want, so that's the last thing she would want. So yeah, she is proud of me, but I know she's proud of all of us.
That's cool.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Nobody wants to
We keep talking about this, though.
Great.
And
I got a real question.
Real
question.
As much as I would like to answer more questions, I don't have the time, but thank you all.
Okay.
That's
You know, they're dead. We waited 2 hours for him to come for 10 minutes. How nice is this? That's the road.
What game are you guys? Excuse me?
Thanks again, everybody.
It is your boy Fred on the beat.